Name the Game's Game Break, presented by CBE, competition-inspired hunting sites.
You know, I get a lot of questions asked about back tension release, and a lot of guys and girls are going to a back tension release for everything, hunting, competition, you name it. And I've done that for several years now. I struggle a lot going back and forth, trying to shoot back tension for tournaments and then hunting with the calipers. Two completely different worlds, you know, and you can shoot them both right and you can shoot them both wrong. I just feel like the back tension, the pros to a back tension outweigh the pros to any other release, and I'll show you why. When you're shooting a caliper style release, and you know, the biggest mistake I see people make is what we call punching it. I mean, they'll get, as soon as their pin hits the middle, they hammer the trigger just like that. It's really hard to be consistent firing a release like that. The proper way to shoot any release is to aim and let it sit in the middle and just start applying a little bit of pressure at a time. You know, whether you're shooting a caliper release like that, you can shoot a thumb button like the X is here, and you can punch the thumb button too, or you can just apply a little bit of pressure. Well, I feel like the back tension is so much easier to shoot that way once you learn how to shoot a back tension, because you have movement in it, something you don't have in a caliper or a thumb trigger. You have that cushion where you can just sit and aim and pull until it fires. And you know, an analogy I like is there is no fast way or no smooth way to fire this release. It's either no-go or gone. It's gone. There's no in between. It's kind of like standing at the edge of a cliff and you got to get to the bottom. Well, with this release, you got to jump off the cliff to fire it. I mean, you got to go. But with this release, it's almost like a gradual slope to the bottom. It's a pull. There's no hard wall that says you got to fire it now. So it kind of relaxes my mind and lets me sit there and aim. And even for hunting, you know, if you've got to fire that fast, like, well, what if a deer's walking? Well, you probably shouldn't have shot it anyway. If it was walking or moving, you know, that's not an ideal shot anyway. So, you know, you can be aggressive with the back tension release. You know, you stop a deer and you can pull through. It's still a smooth release, but you didn't hammer that release, you know, and it's a good trainer, if nothing else. Shoot this in the off season. If you still got to hunt with this, pick it up. It's going to make you be able to feel what that perfect shot feels like and how to execute a release properly.